Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. This is a big one, y'all. This is session number frickin' 40 on Waylon and my strategy called the retirement plan. But before we get there, one of my last couple videos I was tagged, I didn't pay a $30 VIG, and then I think on my very last one, guy said at the 415 mark. I looked at the 415 mark, I didn't see it at that mark, but I had a couple people said the way I did the puck or whatever, I would have lost to come out 11 at $150. Now it's going to take somebody like IPTV to go to that 39 video and see what the total outcome would have been. I ain't going back to do that shit. But here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take $30 of my pocket money to pay for whatever VIG they said I didn't pay. Alright, there's that. And then what I'm going to do, just for the hell of it, I'm going to take some fun money. And no, I'm going to take it out of excess, I think. There it is. I'm going to take $125 out of excess. And I'll pay for that 11 that I got hit. I'm going to assume I would have come up with it. But even if PTV does it, he might not have done the recovery that I would have done, so I don't think it matters. But anyway, I'm going to take 125 and I'll pay for that 11 loss. I think I made a comment. Me making a mistake out here? Never. But anyway, so hopefully that'll take care of y'all on that end. And so now back to what's at hand. Session frickin' number 40. So this is big, y'all. Let me get set up here. To be honest with you, I'm surprised. And that's the truth. I mean, I knew it was good and I knew it'd go a while. But 40, man. But again, a lot of this, and I know there was a guy, me and him were arguing back and forth, you ain't winning enough. You're only about 12-0. You're not 38-0 because you're not winning enough. Well, I had a response a long time ago to something similar than that, and that didn't go well. But that's the whole key. And I think finally he ended up saying, well, any strat, if you go with a low win, it'll go 50-0. And I think he finally realized that's the whole fucking point. Okay? So I won't go into any more of that, but, accepting small wins is the consistency. I can, and I might want to do this on another little another series. Play a whole bunch of different strategies and just go for small. I don't care. As soon as I'm up, $1, $1. As soon as I'm up, walk. John over at Pro Craps was talking about that today. It's very important because when the math people tell you you're going to get beat in the end, yes, they are right if you just keep going. Eventually, that house edge will bite you. It has to. It is math. I mean, I don't agree with a lot of their philosophies, but that part of it, I do. Okay? And then John was talking about, I guess, the Casino Quest. Somebody knows an owner or a CEO or something of one of those hotels over there, and they were talking about, if everybody, because most people are up at some point when they get to the casino, they're up. at some point. But the majority of them people will lose it all back. And so this owner of this casino, or Big Shot, or whoever he was, said if every single person that, whether it's any table game, slots, whatever, as soon as they were up, everybody walks out, the casino would lose for that day. That's fact. So I don't think math folks put into consideration the power that you have to walk away. All right, accept small wins. I've been preaching that forever. They'll come back and say, yeah, but you play like that 100 times over your lifetime. It's still like staying at the table, 100 times. No, it's not. No, it ain't. So, anyway, I'll get off on that. Here we go. Session number 40. Just remember, any strategy will go down sooner or later. It has to. Sooner or later. But we've got a lot of money in those envelopes. So even if it does, I don't think we're going to lose anything. IPTV guy asked me what I was playing with, which is $5,620. I don't know that. I don't think I've even come close. Even on my worst, like session 12 or 13, maybe half of it I had to use. But maybe 5,600, maybe you can do it with less money. I didn't really calculate that. But nonetheless, boy, you can tell I'm having coffee this morning, huh? All right. So, any strategy will go down. The best bet in the whole casino is never to make the first bet. Gambling sucks. Session number freaking 40. All right, we're off to the races. There's an 8. We'll take our 150. And let's go ahead and hedge out the 4 just because. There's a 2. Yay, fucking high. There's my 150. Okay, what do you do? Now, this goes back into that argument that other guy had. My goal is $200. Alright? I must, in my head, win 100. Well, the whole semantics thing, well, then my goal should be 100. No, my absolute is 100, but I'll try to get 200. That's what a goal is. Goal means I'll try, but if I get close, who cares? Walk away a winner. That's the whole point, which I think he finally realized. But now at this moment, I won't quit. It was my first hit. I could just take the 150 and walk. What a short day that was. Alright? But for video purposes, I won't. But you win $150 that quick. Walk. There's nothing wrong with it. But being so early, there's nothing wrong with going for your goal either. So I'm going to go for goal today because that was the first hit. Okay. Yeah. It's still all a you thing. Everything about this stuff is a you thing. Strategies are just that. You want to play the pass line with odds. You want to play the field. You want to come out 640 across, and you want to do a Dallas draw down. You want to do the hedges, or you want to blah blah blah. I can puke it all out. It doesn't flippin' matter. All right. Take any decent strategy, and there's a bunch of them. It's not the strategy. It's once you get up, walk. I was playing a slot machine one time, and probably not my last couple times I went, but it's been within the last couple of years. I hit one. I think I was up $12, or not even $12. Maybe it might have been less than that, and I cashed in. I hit it. I made a couple bucks. I left. I didn't leave the casino. I left the slot. It's all about accepting those small wins. If everybody could realize, okay, let me do it this way. Can y'all tell I've had coffee? Let's do it this way. So, if everybody would accept small wins, you would be much, 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 much better off than not. But I was going to say something else, and damn if I didn't forget. That's about being old. Maybe I'll remember it. But anyway, here we go. We're coming out. 8 is still the point. Look at that. So, maybe this is my day. I don't know. The gambling gods are smiling down on me. Okay? I forgot what I was saying, but play any strategy you want. They'll get. Oh, somebody also said this to me too. Nah, never mind. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna get off that. Let's play. Boy, when I hear a point in my head or something's in my head, it's just my job to share it with you guys. Gives you food for thought. What you guys do with it is up to you. But there's the 150, so I'm up 300. What are you gonna do? I'm past my goal now. Okay? You've doubled your goal. Walk. Glenn, my buddy Glenn, my mate in Australia. Okay? I'm telling you, you would walk. That makes a boring video, doesn't it? Okay? So, let's keep going. There's a 10. See? Should have walked, Ken. Should have walked, buddy. Well, in real life I would have. Believe it. But, that'll give me a chance to get out of trouble. Alright, so my 300 gets hit. This goes here. Alright, that's my $300 profit that I just lost. So really, I'm still in good shape. I could play this out and take the profits and go. But for this video, we're going to say, you know what, I just can't give up that 300 bucks, right? So I'm going to take 300. There's my I lost the profit, so this is not like I'm digging deep into my bankroll. I'm going to lay that 10. I'll get it back right here. Hopefully. Maybe I won't get 2 10s in a row. There's the 7 out, which happens, you know, half the time, right? I got a 2-to-1 favorite to win that one. So, here we go. 150. This one pays 150. There's that $300 that just got popped. Let's put everything back. There we go. Accepting small wins. I just, golly, I don't know how to yell that any louder than that. There's the $300. We'll do something today though. Alright, so I get my envelopes here. Now you'll have to do this in your head. What I'm fixing to do now, just to have a good video, what I'm fixing to do now, you'd have to calculate. You'd put just that in your pocket. Okay, they put them in the envelopes when you get where you're going. But there's my per day. Matter of fact, we're going to take that plus these 400. We're going to get another $500 chip and clean it up as we go. Alright, then I'm going to take let's do 50 in excess and 50 in fun. Put them in the envelopes. That leaves me with $100 more excess. Ah, well, that's not going to be a fuck you bet, I promise. So let's see what we can do with this. Let's see what we can do with this. Alright? I'm going to put that right here. Okay, because this bankroll is intact. Now I'm going to actually play for excess. Here we go. Let's put 25 on the don't. Okay, 6 is the don't. Generally on a don't, I'm playing a don't pass spread. I'll just leave it alone. There's the 6, that's why I leave it alone. Okay, I'll come back out here with another. There's a 4, that's a good one. Sorry y'all. We're gonna dump odds on that 4. There's a 6. Now remember, this is excess. You can play a little looser with excess. Okay? Just remember that. This is excess. You can't be hurt now. It's impossible, right? You already put your envelopes away. There's a 5. Or you got the money stuffed in your pocket to put in the envelopes. You can't get hurt. 12. 8. Now you're absolutely a dark side guy rooting for Big Red. Be careful, you'll piss people off. There's a 9. There's another 8. Boy, the 8s are popping. I should have done a 6-8, huh? 5. Uh-oh. My excess play has been horrible lately, hasn't it? Well, I was trying. That would have done really well there, but it didn't. But that's just called trying to play excess with a decent type of thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something else. Okay? Alright, so I showed you the first part. We stuffed the envelope. I showed you, let's try to play for real with excess. Okay, I got toasted for 100. Alright? Now, watch. Watch. I'm going to go over here just for the hell of it with some fun money. Let's see, what do I need? I need 625 bucks. 625 bucks. It came from the Fun Experimental Fund. That's another reason it's there. Okay? You want to keep playing, but you don't want to play on your bankroll, right? I don't do this probably often enough. I got $625. I'm going to turn everything into quarters. Let me get $500 in quarters. There's 500 there. And another 100. I'm going to just get all quarters. Alright, I decided that I wanted to play John's Hedgeless Horseman. But I wasn't going to play it out of this. Fine, I got enough over there in my Fun Experimental money. I can do whatever I want. I've got that built up. Even if this goes down, I still have about 1,325 bucks in there. This is when you can have, I'm going to air quote, fun. When you're at a casino, when you can start gambling risk-free of your master bankroll or your casino bankroll. Start using that. Then it gets fun. Okay? Alright, so here it is. I'm gonna break this down. I'm playing the horseman. We're gonna break this down into 5 shooters. Five shooters of $500. Okay? We're gonna just see if I can win a few bucks this way. So I'm gonna go 50 here. We're gonna go, well, let's do it this way. Nah. Should use this rack over here, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep it out here where it's easier to see. Here's shooter 1. I'll put there right there in that corner. Alright? And we go 50. There we go. There's a 9. Come out with a bullet. There's a 4. This will go here. Come out with a bullet. There's the 7. Alright. This loses, but that wins. And then I get paid down here. Okay? So now we'll take that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a shooter. We'll put him back. Profit. Walk or no walk? Nah, let's keep playing. Alright, fine. This is excess. Again, you can be a little bit looser if you want. But if you're going to actually use that money to play another strategy, you still want it to be decent. Unless it's just something you want to do. If you don't care, you're going to try to hammer something. You're going to go 3 whatever across and just try to win a couple times. That's okay too. But if you wanted to use that to really hone in on something, then you won't play it as loose as you could. But again, it's still all a you thing. Everything is a you thing. There's a 7. Uh-oh. So we lose that one. I come up with my fuck you bet on that one. Everything is a you thing. I mean, it's not the strat. It's a you. You. Ah, man. Oh, 2 7s in a row. That just took out that shooter. Or that one, so that's fine. New shooter. Go back to what we're supposed to do. There's an 8. That sucks too. But it happens. 5. I won't play it too long. I'm just trying to prove a point. 5 on and off. There's another 5 on and off. There's an 8. That sucks. That's the point. We lose this one. And let's just put this back over in profit. And let's just play these 2. Alrighty. And here we go. There's an 8. Yay, we win that. That's the point. Let's put that over here. We're just playing this out. That's all. There's the 7 out. Boink, boink. Alright, well, we got enough to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts some of our shooter back. So we're $75 down of the first shooter. Okay, so let's put this out here. Let's take another little run at it. There's a 5. Bullet number 1. There's a 5. Move that. Move that. It's not going as well as we want it to. So now let's just come out with those 2 and see what happens. There's a 10. Alright. You'd be tempted to use your... Well, this is fun money. You could do it if you wanted to. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to play this out. There's a yo 11. There's a 4. There's an 8. We'll take a 5, then a 7. 8. 8. Oh my god. 4. And then my next draw, I'm going to show you something. I'm just trying to give you guys ideas of what you could do. Lose that, but I win down here. All right, now there's our shooter back. So we're down 75 bucks, right? All right. So now you say I want to abandon that. Now you're getting ready to go. You're still on your playing with your fun money, and so this time you're gonna do say something like, "Now let's try this. Let's turn these on. Let's go 50 here in the don't." Okay, there's an 8. I'm still the favorite, and let's just go. We're not playing the horseman now. Now let's do. We'll do $125. What's it? 120. 120 plays 100. We'll do 150 to win 120. Let's see, we can win 5 times that. 50, 50. No, yeah, 3 times that. 150. We'll put 125 out as odd. We're just gonna go don't pass. There's the 8, didn't work. Let's shoot a monkey. Okay? Now let's see here. How are we gonna get this back? 8 is the point. What are we gonna do? Oh, I know what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do with it. Remember, y'all, this is fun money, man. You do whatever you want to do. Let's just do that, man. It ain't going my way. Let's just get some money back, get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? Again, it's all a you thing. There's a 6. Pluck doesn't matter now at this point. It really don't. We're just going for the 7. See if we can get it. There's an 8. There's a 5. It ain't going my way, so, 5. But I better to do it out of that envelope than out of my pocket, right? There's an 11. There's the 7. Yay me. What'd we put out here? We put 350. That'll give me 175 bucks. Let's see what we got. There's 5 1/4. We're down 100 bucks. Put it back put it back if it ain't going your way. Or since it's fun, experimental money, do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do. Let's do this. 225 would win me 150. 3 to 2. Let's lay the 5. Let's put that aside. If we lose, we'll put that back in our envelope. Let's lay the 5. It's a little bit better odds, but we can get hit a little bit better too. There's the 7. Yeehaw, yeehaw, yeehaw. 150. So what that'll pay me, let's put it up. There. Now let's just go back to the house. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, we gained 50 bucks through all that bullshit, right? Let's get 5 for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get 100 for this one. There we go. Let's get our money back. Hey, we gained $50 in our envelope. Now, I know that's, you guys are going to say, well, that ain't realistic. Yeah, it is too. You could take that $625, you could sit there and put it all on the field if you fucking felt froggy. Alright, what I'm trying to teach you guys is what you can do. How you have to think about it, And here's another thing about playing out of those envelopes. You're being so stringent, say on the strategy at hand, which is the retirement plan. You're playing so stringent, your brain hurts. You can't drink alcohol. You're making these rules for yourself, okay? You just can't do all this stuff, okay? But you're still the type of person that likes to loosen up, maybe, and have a little bit of fun. Go have fun. Make yourself happy. All right? Take it all if you want to light it all on fire. I don't suggest that at all. But like I took 625 out there. Take something that you're okay. If you want to do something and light it on fire, I want to just go all across one shot. Fine, what do you need? Pull it out of your account, do it. If you win it, there's some profit. Do whatever you want to. But that's my whole point, I guess. That's what these envelopes are for. So if nothing else, I wanted to prove the power of the envelope. I want to save your psyche. Yeah, Ken, I'm playing like you, man. I'm being Mr. Conservative. I'm doing all this. But, every once in a while, I want to just go out with the boy, drink some beer and whatever. Voila! Now you can do it absolutely risk-mind-free. You know what I mean? Alright, I quit rambling. This was a weird video. I understand. I get it. But hopefully there were some lessons in there. So the retirement plan is now 40 and 0. 40 and 0. Thank you for putting up with this particular 33-minute video. I appreciate it. I just get things in my head. I got to get them out. All right? So until the next time, y'all, be great.